How you guys doing? All right, we're back at it here on July 1st. All right, I'm getting ready to do all my all signs, but I'm going to do them separately, okay? The moon is currently in Taurus, exalted there. It's very comfortable. Today's energy, lots of sextiles, all right? So lots of harmony and ease and compatibility in the energies. We've got the moon in Taurus sextile over to the sun in Cancer. We have it sextile to Venus in Cancer, sextile to Saturn in Cancer. All right, Saturn is currently now retrograde. All right, joining Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. All right, we're up to 2 planets. Tomorrow we're going to see the third one, Neptune, step in with the retrograde phase in Pisces as well. All right, we had a conjunction today with Mars in Taurus, with the moon in Taurus, and then we had some quintile energy. If used creatively, this is great. All right, some semi-squares, meaning slight tension in the energy with Chiron, the wounded healer, as well as Uranus being in Taurus. Uranus is all about like change, all right, major change in your life. All right, so we have Mercury that's going to be stepping into Leo tomorrow, which is July 2nd. All right, and the moon is actually going to ingress into Gemini. So we're going to see an increase of communication coming through, that type of thing. Lots of studying going on, lots of speeches and presentations pertaining to like how we're sharing ideas, things like that. All right, so I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to roll the astro dice. Let's see who we're reading for. And we will pull tarot. I have Wisdom of the Oracle here, and I'm going to be pulling a crystal at the end of the reading. All right, so we've got Virgo in the 4th house. So we're looking at Sun, Moon, Rising, Gemini energy. Okay. Let's get right into it. What's going on for Gemini this month of July? Let me pull your chart. I did upgrade everybody's chart that I do monthly. All right, pertaining to all the transits, what houses they're taking place in, so I can give you guys updates on what's happening. All right, so Gemini, obviously we have Jupiter that's in your sign, in your 1st house. All right, expanding your house of self. Okay, we're gonna see Jupiter in Gemini quintile to Neptune in Pisces this month on July 18th. All right, so this Neptune energy is going to be retrograde by then. All right, so this has a lot to do with let's see, your career and your 1st house. Okay, fair enough. 10th house to the 1st house, career and self. All right, what's going on for Gemini? Gemini, you could be choosing to walk away. As I say career, this is Pisces energy. Saturn in Pisces to be exact, and Saturn is also retrograde in Pisces. All right, so you could be choosing to walk away from a specific workplace, career. You could be choosing to do something different. You could feel emotionally disappointed in what you're doing for career at this time. All right, feeling possibly even drained. More so, feeling like you want to walk away and go towards something that makes you a little happier. All right. Try not to make rash decisions, though, because retrogrades are definitely time of review. All right. So Neptune and Saturn being in your 10th house. Saturn is typically the ruler of the 10th house, right? So it causes lots of discipline and structure and authority and lots of like involvement with like the need to follow the rules, that type of thing. All right. So heavy could feel like a bit restrictive overall right now, and this could be forcing you to want to walk away. What's the challenge around your environments? The Knight of Wands. So this could be like an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, or just the energy that's picking up way too quickly around you, like you feel like things need to be settled down more so. All right, obviously Pisces is a water sign, has a lot to do with the energy of your emotional state. So I don't know what you do for career, but you could be getting up in your feelings a little bit too much pertaining to that energy. All right, let's look at Aries, Leo, Sag in your chart. All right, so Leo, your 3rd house of communication, where Vesta currently just stepped into Leo. All right, it looks more so like you're going to have a lot of busyness coming up in the house of communication, as we have the sun that's going to be moving into Leo on July 22nd this month. Venus is going to move into Leo July 11th, and then we got Mercury moving into Leo tomorrow, July 2nd. All right, and it's going to meet there with Vesta. Vesta is the astro of spirituality. So something picking up quickly pertaining to whatever it is that's sparking you up, and you're probably going to feel like out of your element because you're going to feel that you want to walk away from something, when I don't think that's a good idea right now. Maybe, you know, you need to take a break, all right, possibly, from what you're doing. Try not to go so hard. Knight of Wands, but Knight of Wands is definitely saying the energy is going to pick up momentum, so maybe you do need to pick up the pace here and continue on focusing more so on your career. All right. King of Pentacles, Virgo energy. All right, so Gemini, for you, Virgos happens to be in the 4th house of home. You've got Juno currently in Virgo right now, so this is the asteroid of marriage and partnerships. There could be a heavy focus on you wanting commitment when it comes to your home environment, or somewhere you feel comforted. This could be, you know, a heavy emphasis on working from home, as I see King of Pentacles. It's just not a typical work energy, right? I mean, it's not a typical home energy. King of Pentacles is like someone that has lots of stability and security in the home environment. That's what I'm seeing there. Okay, well, 5 of Pentacles wants to come out. So in the near, not in the near future, in the past, there could have been lots of hardship, possibly going through a time of unemployment, where things could have needed to pick up pertaining to how you make, save, or spend your finances as well. All right, so this energy here typically is Taurus for me. All right, and Taurus happens to be in your 12th house. Once again, has a lot to do with like getting creative, utilizing your imagination. 12th house can be like a very illusionary type of house. All right, stepping into the unknown. You could have not chose the right direction, or maybe you feel that you didn't choose the right direction, which led you in a sense of poverty. But I don't feel that's what it is. Anytime anybody takes a change in career, it affects their finances overall, because you don't know exactly where you're going. You feel like you made the wrong choice when technically you didn't. Right? It was just leading you towards something better, which I feel here your goal is the King of Pentacles. You want something that is like a long-term stability, something that's meant to build around your foundation of your home environment. Okay, so let's see. All right, you could have just gone through like a lack of finances at one time. Right, you could have, I don't know, you could have felt like imprisoned at one point, because that's definitely 12th house energy, can feel like a hospital, like you staying stuck more so in one room in your home, like not wanting to really associate with someone, tapping more so into your subconscious state, why you feel a certain type of way, that type of thing. All right. So I don't know if you experienced some sort of heartbreak, loss, separation, whatever this may be. All right, the 3 of Swords happens to be Libra's energy. Libra is your 5th house. So you could have felt that you were separated from a child. All right, 5th house is the house of children, your pleasure, your love, your creativity, your self-expression. Any way that you were actually able to step out of your comfort zone and really express yourself, something you were separated from. Okay, and it looks because Libra sits in your 5th house, and South Node is where Libra is right now. All right, but we recently just had Lilith step into Libra, so it's given this heavy emphasis on coming back with like a sense of revenge, of like power, you know what I mean, like a vengeance with what you want to do and how you want to get out there doing something creatively. All right, what else am I getting from this? I don't know. I feel like you could have definitely experienced some sort of broken heart over a child. I don't know why I'm getting that. All right. If there was a heavy emphasis on your work environment, on how you felt like you had a sense of lack within the subconscious state, you know what I mean? Like tapping in with your imagination, that type of thing, or even like communicating. It kind of feels like you've had a sense of like the detachment of it all. All right. Let's see what your near future looks like. The Queen of Pentacles. I like it. So this is your goal, and here is your future position, which tends to be like a counterpart here. All right, in tarot, which is really, really great. All right, so once again, as this King of Pentacles for me represents Virgo's energy, the Queen of Pentacles represents Capricorn for me. So Capricorn sits in your 8th house. It looks like you've gone through a transformation within your emotional state even. Okay, I'm kind of seeing that whatever makes you feel more comforted, more compassionate, more loving and caring and kind and diligent towards others, that's what you're going to be going towards in the near future with this Queen of Pentacle energy. I don't know, you could be expecting, I'm seeing the rabbit here, that's definitely the energy of fertility, or just, you know, birthing something new. It could be an idea, could be a project, that type of thing. All right, but Capricorn in your 8th house has a lot to do with you going through some sort of transformation. All right, tapping deep into your emotional fears. There's going to be a full moon in Capricorn that happens this month on July 21st, which the first full moon in Capricorn took place on June 21st. So this is going to be like a second heavy emphasis on a completion of something in your 8th house pertaining to a transformation. All right, within the emotional state. Sirius is the retrograding Capricorn right now, so there could be a heavy emphasis on this parenting thing for you. If that's the type of transformation you're going through as you're releasing, I'm kind of getting an attachment to a child, that type of thing. All right, if you feel that you need to be more nurturing, or if you want to tap into like agriculture, which is like heavy on you remaining grounded and like doing planting or something like that. All right, just to remain stable within your subconscious state, right? Utilizing your imagination and getting creative that way. That could be of significance. All right, what else do we have going on here for Gemini? Let's see. All right, so it looks like you're doing some healing again, pertaining to whatever the heartbreak was. All right, that's definitely surrounding your environment. Maybe you had some sort of disagreement, all right, with a child, that type of thing, or just overall what was making you more so happy in the past and what it looks like now. All right, so it looks like you're more so focusing in on healing around that energy here. All right, so you could be having to stand your ground on what actually makes you happy with the 7 of Wands energy. All right, this is Leo in your chart, so let's look at Leo. All right, and that happens to be in your 3rd house. That's what I'm saying. You've got so much coming up for you, Gemini, in your 3rd house of communication, that you're literally going to have to stand your ground on how you feel with something. You're going to have to speak up about something. I feel that you're going to have like this very comforting energy of spirituality and how you want to communicate out that energy and you want to receive it back the same way. But in order for you to do that, for you to feel like nurturing and confident in the direction that you're going, pertaining to how you feel, you're going to have to literally say, this is how I feel, right? I'm focusing more so on healing. I'm standing my ground on this is how I feel about this, moving forward. All right, what are your hopes and fears here? Okay. I'm seeing that you feel that you're going to be not lonely, all right, but I just see that you're becoming very abundant in some sort of way, having a sense of freedom and independence pertaining to the energy of your home environment. So this could be literally someone getting ready to move out. I'm seeing the 8 of Cups, all right, whether this has a lot to do with where was Pisces again for you, your 10th house of career, all right, your reputation, I don't know, something around your home environment. It looks like you're healing from, you're standing your ground on, and it looks like some sort of energy in your home environment, someone's going to be moving away. All right, we have to take into consideration right now that Pisces, where Saturn goes retrograde and Neptune goes retrograde in your 10th house, is in opposition to Virgo, where Juno and the asteroid of marriage and partnership is right now. Okay, so that opposition can feel very tense for you because you are a mutable sign and it's at a square from your 1st house. So you're going to feel like it's lots of tension around you right now. But overall, I don't think that you're going to fear being alone. I feel overall the reading is saying remain grounded at this time so that you can get more so control of how you want things to be, possibly even in your home environment. All right, how your happiness is going to come about, how you're going to be able to express and get creative again. It's kind of giving me like you having to start fresh again. All right, with your reputation even. All right, because the 8 of Cups, you could have been really emotionally disappointed about something. Let's see. All right, so overall, I see Judgment. This is really, really good for you. So you're definitely going through like an ascension more so on your journey. All right, it's just kind of giving me where you're taking the next step. All right, whether if the home environment has been of focus lately for you, then I feel that as you move forward, you're going to feel more and more in comfort. I'm seeing lots of pentacles out here. All right, so once again, we're looking at Taurus in your 12th house, which is the house of the subconscious. We're looking at Capricorn in the 8th house, which again is the energy of the subconscious. And we're looking at Virgo being in the 4th house. So heavy energy of your emotional state right now. This was a focus for you. All right. I see that Jupiter is what came out for you. So there's just a heavy emphasis on a focus on yourself. Jupiter being in your sign right now, you're expanding, you're growing in a certain way, the way that you're presenting yourself out. This is going to be something new to you, to others that associate with you, how you are coming face to face with those that you want to have confrontation with. Not confrontation as that, but like the need to have face to face interactions. That's what I mean. All right, so it looks like you are more so growing, all right, and expanding. I like it. You're ascending very quickly. You're maturing is what I feel. All right, so the major arcana that I have in the entire reading is going to be Judgment, and Judgment is typically ruled by Pluto. All right, so Pluto is associated to Aquarius's energy right now because it is more so in retrograde in that sign. It will tap back in to the energy of your 8th house, which Pluto is the ruling planet of your 8th house. So there's going to have like a heavy emphasis from September to November of like this transformative energy to get you ready for this spiritual ascension. Aquarius is in your 9th house, and that's where Pluto is in retrograde right now, but it's going to retrograde back into your 8th, which is the ruling house. Pluto rules Scorpio, which is the 8th house, and it's going to give you a sense of this deep transformative emotional energy for you. Okay, that's what I feel. I'm seeing heavy earth energy here for you. So earth and water is working well. As you remain balanced within your emotional state, you're going to be great. Okay, so let's get something on the bottom of the deck for you here, because I literally just saw the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Wands is Sagittarius' energy, and that was the same card that just came out for Libra. For Libra, that's going to be the energy of your 5th house again. All right, so anyway, let me just get one on the bottom of the deck for you. What I do want to clarify here is going to be this 3 of Swords, and whether this actually has to do with you healing something pertaining to your happiness, your child's, or if it has to do with your work environment. Give me one second. It has to do with the child. Thank you, Spirit. So the Page of Swords. All right. Down at the bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. So Gemini, Cancer for you happens to be your 2nd house. All right. So this is, you want to experience a situation in your life where as you grow, as you expand, you want to feel that you are valued, all right, within a spiritual union, all right, but also not only just that, you want to feel that you are balanced within yourself, within your masculine and feminine energies as well, okay? So Cancer being of significance, and I mean, we just had this new moon in Cancer here on July 5th that's coming up this week, all right, and there's a heavy emphasis on something new coming up within your finances, whether it has to do with you valuing something, if it's a new possession that you're going to have, something is coming for you that's great. All right, a 2 of Cups is an amazing energy. It has a lot to do with balance. Okay, let's get out your Wisdom Oracle cards here. Give a quick shuffle. So round and round, something's been going repeatedly, all right, where you either haven't learned a lesson that was meant to be integrated in a certain way, all right, there was a specific challenge that needs to be broken. Maybe you keep doing something over and over and over again where you're trying to be taught a lesson here, but you're not getting it just yet, okay? So you need to revisit something from a different perspective is what that card speaks about. All right, let's see what else we got. I see that you definitely have blessings coming in for you. You have this unique and sacred partnership with Spirit, all right? It feels like something wonderful that is earned, all right? It's definitely feeling like it's coming through unexpected. And I feel this has to do with like this Pluto and Aquarius thing, where Pluto will retrograde back into your 8th house, and then it's going to ingress back in November into Aquarius. You're going to see a transformation happening in your life spiritually. Like you're going to tap into beliefs. You're going to have, a specific whatever it is, religion that you believe in. You're probably going to be interested in going to church, or, you know, having interest in like tarot or whatever it is that you do, right? So I see you having some sort of unforeseen gift that's coming from spirit, which is great. Right. All right. It looks like the way that you think is going to be very significant. You are meant to be very analytical and logical at this time. The master healer that's meant to bring in your abundance is through strategy, is through focus, it's of wisdom that you gain right now. All right. So what I'm seeing with this card is that the air signs typically are the ones that utilize the energy of logic. All right, so that's you, Gemini, in your first house. The way that you present yourself out to the world, you want to be more so very curious with what you're learning about. This could be something pertaining to like media, or, you know, things that involve Geminian energy. You're ruled by Mercury, so you could want to communicate things out, be involved in sharing specific ideas, have interest in like doing things on the internet, that type of thing. All right, so Libra happens to be in your fifth house. This is where you're going to find pleasure right now. Be getting creative with something that you do online, but being very logical and analytical about it. All right, and then also we have the sign of Aquarius in your ninth house, so heavy on the spirituality thing there. All right, with Pluto being in that sign. Let's get one more. All right, so coming to the edge, you're meant to take a leap of faith here with something, overcoming fear and accepting the risk that you're stepping into something, being courageous and facing the energy of the unknown. So I feel like this is why Pluto's stepping back into that Capricorn energy for you. It's going to do you good. It's going to help you tap into your deep emotional feelings, face your fears, so you can be open to this transformation where you're meant to have some sort of blessing that comes through. All right. It looks like the way that you think is going to be different. It's going to be expanding. All right. But you more so in the reading have to overcome whatever it is that you've been going round and round about. And I feel like it has a lot to do with whatever you're connected to in the home environment pertaining to a child. All right. Down on the bottom of the deck, Spirit is asking you to get creative and utilize the energy of your imagination. Let's get a crystal for Gemini and see what Spirit wants us to tap base with here. You have Lemurian quartz, number 31, right? So the 31st of July could be of significance for you this month. Let's see where the moon will be. All right, the moon's actually going to be in your sign, Gemini. It's going to be there on the 31st for most of the day, and then it will ingress into Cancer by the end of the day. And the 31st tends to fall on a Wednesday, which is Mercury's day, having a lot to do with communication. All right, so as I just said, heavy emphasis on Leo for you this month. It's going to be significant. All right, where Leo is your third house, and we're going to have lots of planets there. All right, so this one speaks about your vision, your big picture thinking, unlocking the secrets of infinite possibilities. All right, so Lemurian quartz. Let's read it out. 31. All right, Lemurian quartz carries a softer, sweeter energy than many other types of quartz. Meditating with the stone assists us in connecting to the upper realms, where we can easily access higher knowledge from angels, guides, and the higher self. This connection also brings in feelings of love, compassion, and belonging, helping us understand that we are never alone. So I feel like you definitely had a heavy emphasis on feeling like you needed to fit in with something. All right, pertaining to whatever this healing energy was around you. All right, because you definitely felt really emotionally disappointed in something, feeling like you needed to tap base with some sort of spark to bring back in this energy of feeling valuable again. All right, so I love you guys. I'm going to be leaving the reading there. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Bye.